Hello everybody, this is Pyra, and as of earlier today, we just got updates on the next letter from the producer live. This letter from the producer live will showcase new additions to patch 7.2, and it is going to take place on Friday, February 7th at 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Blech, disgusting. As somebody on the East Coast, it is way better than somebody on the West Coast for this time. However, I do not want to be waking up at 6 a.m. That is just me. But either way, if you were wanting to know when the next bit of information is going to drop for Final Fantasy XIV, it will be with this letter from the producer live. Now, as always, where can you watch this? This will be available on YouTube Live, Nico Live, and Twitch. And this presentation is going to have both Japanese and English text, but the audio is Japanese only, so keep that in mind. You will not be able to hear an English translation. So the show details for this letter from the producer live. This is going to talk about patch 7.2 part 1, as well as miscellaneous updates, whatever that may be. So if you're asking yourself, what is happening in patch 7.2? What are we expecting to see? I'm actually going to help you out with that by showing you this screen grab from Imgur taken from the Reddit translator. So this is something that was sent to me, and this does a good summary of what is down the road, what is coming in 7.2. So this was taken from a stroll with Yoshi P that just happened in the past week, and top to bottom things that we can expect, whether it is in this part 1 or later. The first one is field exploration content. So I believe it looks like this is going to be called the Mirage Island Crescent Isle. And then, of course, we're just not sure if this is going to be part 1 or part 2 of patch 7.2. The next thing is cosmic exploration. We are finally getting some cosmic exploration that we've been hearing about for many, many months. And that is going to be all your crafters and gatherers. That is some nice casual content for your crafting and gathering classes. The next thing here is going to be the latest 8-man raid for patch 7.2. So this is going to be the next installment in the Arcadian raid series. And there's some pretty cool things here from this translation about raiding in general in the Arcadian raid series. It says, bringing out the interesting stuff where you can only find at patch 7.x, might see more and more things you don't quite see everywhere. While they're aware of opinions where some players hate mechanics where you only do them and not being able to hit the enemy, aka downtime, but if that makes raid interesting, let's try doing various things about it. It's actually kind of exciting that they're thinking about what to do with the downtime. I personally hate downtime. I feel like the only class that is equipped for downtime is Pictomancer. We're not going to get into it, but if they're going to do something fun with it, kind of doing something in between, I'm curious. I don't know if I'm going to like it. However, I'm curious to see what that means for the next installment in the Arcadian, especially with this kind of over-the-top wrestling theme. I feel like there's a lot of fun things that they could do, and if they do it right, it's going to make it even better. So excited to hear what that means. And then the next thing that they're talking about, which is not going to happen in 7.2, but they're already doing the ultimate development. So that is already underway, which is exciting as an ultimate raider. And they kind of get into the whole thing with like debuffs, where people are kind of sick of fighting debuffs versus fighting the boss, so they are cutting those down. I wouldn't doubt that that's also going to take place in the Arcadian, the next round of the Arcadian raid series. And so the last thing that they mentioned about 7.2 is that there's going to be more things where you might want to pay attention to the screen for 7.2 as far as battle content is involved. It says many things will undergo changes like tempo and so on, referring to battle pacing. So I'm very curious what that means. That is a very ominous kind of open-ended statement, and of course this is a translation, which you have to always take with a grain of salt. However, it's exciting. It's exciting to see that they have taken some of this criticism, and hopefully that changes some things for the better, and hopefully they're not just looking at pacing for battle system, but that's a conversation for a different day. So keep an eye out closer to February 7th for more information. And if you want more Final Fantasy XIV news, updates, opinions, etc., hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It means a lot to me and it helps me build my channel. And if you want to hang out with me more, I'm always on Discord. We are streaming live many times during the week, Twitch and YouTube for Final Fantasy XIV stuff and beyond. And we will see you in game. Bye.